Hey guys, it's your girl Renee, and today we are going to be planting our onions. The onions, remember I told you the ones that were that I got from Aldi's. We are going to be planting them in that container, and let me show you the onions. I had them in some water overnight so they can get hydrated, and we're just going to put some more good soil into these containers. So I have a total of three of these planters, and I got one big cement planter. So this is what's going into here. So I have got everything all set up, and I have just to get some of my amendments. We're going to put some of our compost in there and some of this Miracle Grow all-purpose soil I'm going to stick in there as well. So let me get that. I'm inside my garage too because, child, trying to do this in my backyard after we had all that rain is nothing but a bunch of doggone mosquitoes, and your girl is not trying to get bit because in here I can at least control my environment. So let me get my gloves on and let's get these onions planted so we can get it rocking and rolling. Because it really doesn't matter when you put these onions in, when you get them from Aldi's, because these onions will grow. They even do well in winter time. Because sometimes I overwinter these. So we're just going to put some of this Miracle Grow topsoil on the top, just to give them a good layer of good soil. Yes, I've been working in the yard, child, so I look like a hot mess. So I'm going to just stick that in there so you can have a nice layer. And all you need to do is poke a hole. So, let me show you the onion that I found when I was cleaning out my my beds. See? That's a beautiful onion. I grew that myself. Woohoo! So let's get these onions planted. Sorry, my arm's in the way. So I'm just going to take it, put some of this compost in here, and we're just going to poke it. And we're going to put the onion in there. And we are going to just do what we do. I just put some of the compost on the top. And I'm just going to mix it in really good. And then we're just going to start poking holes. And we're going to put these onions in here. Let me put the onions here. And we're just going to stick them in there, you guys. Just like that. And cover them up. Poke them. Put your onion in there. I probably give them a little spacing. So when you do the cutting, do my haircut, I call it, then that way won't look so bad. So you just keep on going down the line. Grab your onion. Put it in there. Grab another one. I go about an inch deep into the soil. And then that's how it's going to be. Because I want a whole bunch of these onions right here. And then I'm going to do another line right in front of them. All right. So let me get some more compost to put in there. And then we're going to call it quits. All right, guys. So let's get back to getting these onions planted. Woo-hoo. My neighbor came over and gave me a belated birthday gift. And I'll show you guys after we get these onions planted. So let's get these onions in here. Because I want lots of onions where I can do a lot of hair cutting. So I'll be able to dehydrate some of these onion tops. And I think this would be perfect. I might have to go back to Aldi's and get some more onions. Because I brought I think 4 bags, but I think your girl might have to get some more. So I'm going to fill up the ones that I have, and then I'll leave an empty roll. So, so when I go get some more, I'll be able to fill up, because I want some more on this back row right here. Because I want to at least have 3 rows of onions. So the more onions you have, the more they will yield, and the more you'll be able to get the onion tops where you'll be able to cut them off and dehydrate. So let me go ahead and start filling these 2, and I'll be right back. Woohoo! I'm so excited, you guys. All right, so let's go ahead and fill up this next planter with some of this good old Miracle-Gro soil. I love it, because I think 1 bag will take care of this planter for me. And I've had these planters, I think I got these planters off of QVC many years ago, and they have been holding tough for me, which I love. But I don't buy a lot of my stuff off of QVC anymore, because their stuff is just too expensive. Now let's put some of this compost on the top of here. And we're just going to mix that in real good. There we go. All right, we're going to just start putting our holes. How many do I have in that first one? I think I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4. We'll already be pre-making the holes, and then all we gotta do is just stick our onions in these holes like this. Piece of cake. Can't believe I grew that 1 onion, and I still have some onions in the in my red raised bed that I have to go harvest and see if those lantern bugs have been taken care of. We're gonna see about that too. Okay. Might have enough, because I got a whole nother bowl of onions to plant, so I might have brought just enough onions to make these containers work. And then I'm going to put some stones around the base of them too, and see if that would deter old Mr. Tails from digging in here. Because my girlfriend, she suggested that that's what I do. Stick some stones, because she said the squirrels don't like to be, they don't like digging their, well, I guess their little paws or whatever. They don't like the feeling that the stones do when they're digging around. So I'll make some holes in this one. Yep, so make those holes. That one's done. So we'll just move that one over here. And then we'll just fill this one up. And then we got that big concrete container to do. So what you guys been up to? Have you guys still in your garden? How's the weather been? Because I know the weather over here has been vicious. We've had a lot of rain. And so my plants have been getting watered well. But we also had a really big, heavy windstorm. And child, let me tell you, that windstorm was no joke. It tried to take my my plants out, boy. I was like, what is going on with this weather? I mean, we love Mother Nature and we love the rain and stuff, but oh my goodness, it was not messing around. I was like, good grief. Some of this in here. So I had like we had a little power outage go out, and I was ready for that. I had my emergency candles, and I had all my flashlights, had my little generator ready to rock and roll. Because I was like, this don't make no sense for this time of the year. But I was like, it is what it is. We gotta do what we gotta do. We just gonna mix that in. Soil. There we go. That looks good. Put it down. Alright, let's get our hose in here. See, I don't like it because all I gotta do is like just poke them holes in this planter, and then I just have to stick it, put my onions in them holes, and call it a day. And these bugs out here, they are not messing around, boy. Alright, let's get these in here. See, now I'll tell you how they got good root systems. Stick them in here, and then I'll come back and I'll cover them up. That's all I do. I just stick these bad boys in here. And just come back and make sure I got them standing up nicely. Oh, did I tell you guys that I got a fox that comes in my backyard now? He come over here like he owns the place. I call him Swiper. I don't know if you guys remember Dora the Explorer. And they had a fox in there, the cartoon. They call him Swiper. So I call mine Swiper. One more. I probably can put these onions in there too, because like I said, I got another bowl full of onions that I don't think they're all going to fit in that last container that I have. So we just going to put these in here. And these look so pretty, you guys, when they're starting to grow. But they are gorgeous. You'll see once they start growing. They'll look really cool. And I got 2 more left. And then we're going to put some pebbles on these to kind of help it. Looks good. All right, got that one done. Sit this one on the floor, on the garage floor. Now let's tackle this last one, which is going to be the main one. All right, and this is the one where I had the onions planted. The onion that I pulled out. So we're going to set this one up here. All this grass out here. And we'll top this one, because this one had all this grass that, and Tails' nuts and stuff he was digging. And then we'll water these in good. And this soil right here looks a little hard, so we're going to have to do some really working on this one. See, this is real compacted soil. But like I said, I just need a fluffy part on the top in order to get these done. So let me get this all done, planted up, and then I'll be right back to show you the finished product. All right, guys, so see, I put all the rocks and stuff, like say the stones and stuff, all around the onions. So hopefully this will deter the squirrels from digging in these onions. So, all right, guys. Oh, let me show you a beautiful gift that my neighbor made for me. Guys, so my neighbor across the street, she's an antique person that goes around antiquing, and she finds little treasures, because you know what they always say, somebody's treasure is somebody else's gold. So she found these little different types of plates and stuff. Look at that. And she put a pole holder, and she said to get a copper piping, because she says when it's in the elements, how it becomes antique. You get that turns into that patina, but look how beautiful that is. Isn't that gorgeous? She just found a nice little, look like a little I don't know, look like a candle, votive candle holder. And then this one right here reminds me of my grandmother's candy dish. And then she just found a cute little plate. And then she found another plate that had all kinds of different flowers and stuff around it. And she glued them all together. So she says it's a flower. See? A beautiful flower. Isn't that gorgeous? And she made it for me to put it in my garden. I'm so excited. And her name is Becky. So Becky, if you're watching me, girl, I'm putting all your beautiful artwork out there so all my subscribers will see what a beautiful gift you made me for my birthday. And I am so appreciative. Woohoo! I can't wait to put it in my garden. And when I do, I'll let you guys see exactly where I put it and what it looks like. All right, so let's get back to finishing up this video so we can get this out into the garden. Woohoo! And see, now the sun has gone down, and now it's nice and it's cool and it's not so hot. So I'm so thankful for that. But when the sun goes down and it gets cool, what comes out? Them bugs, child. So your girl gotta hurry up and get this done, and then I'll come back and we'll close out this video. Okay, guys, I'm back. Question for you. I was cleaning out my garage today, and I found all these potatoes that I grew last season, and I was wondering what happened to them doggone potatoes. But this is what I found. This is what they look like. They've got all the roots and stuff. Do you think I could still plant these potatoes and see what happens to them? Well, you know what? I've got like 2 baskets of these, and how could I not remember that I had these? And these were, do I remember? Nope, that's butternut squash. That ain't no butternut squash. But I found all these potatoes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to get a container, and I'm going to get some soil, and I'm going to stick these potatoes in there, and we're going to see what happens. Hey, you never know. Miss Renee is always up for a good experiment. So we're going to stick these in the ground, and we're going to see what happens. And I will keep you updated. I'll make a separate video about these potatoes. And I think these are the Yukon Gold potatoes, and I have a few of the red potatoes. So fingers crossed. And this video should be coming up within, I don't know, a couple of weeks, because I've still got to get these onions done. I still have to get some more of my okra in, and something else I got to throw in. But I'll tell you when all that happens. Child, I've been working out here all day. Hair looks atrocious. I probably look like a hot mess. But, when you're a gardener, it is what it is, child. So, all right. So I thought you guys would get a kick out of this, seeing that Miss Renee was cleaning out a garage and found these potatoes. Look at this. so you guys can get an up close look of a whole basket of old Yukon potatoes. But they look like they're ready to sprout. So we're going to throw them in the ground and see what happens. All right, guys, hope you enjoyed this video of me getting my onions that I planted from Aldi's. And Miss Renee will catch you in the next video. Whew, your girl out here sweating. All right, guys, love you, and I'll see you in the next video. Hey, family, I'm out in my backyard, and I'm trying to get a few things accomplished today, as you can see. But I wanted to show you exactly where I was going to put those onions. So let me turn the camera around. See, I got the first crate up there. So that's where I'm going to put all my onions this year. Last year I had this as my herb area, but as you can see, they didn't do so well. So I'm going to try putting my onions here. So I've got my first planter here, and then the second one will go there, and the last three will go on those end units right here. So first one up, 3 more to go. Woohoo! So let's go ahead and muscle this out, because it's supposed to be extremely hot today, and it's also supposed to rain for the next few days. So I've got to try to get this done. I got to get my grass cut. So your girl gonna be busy today. It's all about getting the backyard looking halfway decent before all that rain and that heat pops and hits zone 7, Virginia, because that's where your girl is over here trying to get these jobs done. So let me stop talking and let's get to working. Okay, guys, if you have a branch or a bush that looks like this one, I have these all in my yard. This is what those lantern bugs love. See how they're on there? So that contraption of that concoction of the oil and the Dawn and the water didn't work. So I'm going to try to use some of this 7. I'll show you once I spray them. So we're going to see if this works. And they jump forward. So I'm going to have to go from the back. Sorry, camera's all out of whack. But I'm going to go from the back of them, and I'm going to spray, and we're going to see what happens. See if this 7 works. They seem like they running, but it don't seem like 7 is doing nothing to them. See, 7 is not the answer, you guys. Hold on. Okay, guys, so I sprayed this 7 on here, and this is what I was trying to use. This insect killer, but that didn't do anything but make them jump off of the that tree. So this is the tree that I'm talking about, because I have all these in my yard. See that kind of a tree? See that? I don't know if that's a sumac tree or some type of tree, but they say they gravitate toward that tree. So when it cools off, your girl gonna have to try to get rid of that tree out of there. Because that, to me, I've got them like all the back there. See, I got one back there behind my arbor. So I need to get that cut out of there. So, okay. So as you can see, they're still crawling around on this branch. Let me see if I can find them again. They were crawling around. There they are. See that one? That's a lantern bug. That they turn out black and then they turn red. So if you have those trees, you know that 7 just does not work. So your girl is going to have to try something else. All right, guys. So I will keep on trying and find a solution, and I'm going to Google again and see what other kind of bug spray I can put on there. I'm going to keep trying, because I got a whole bunch of these trees in my yard, like I said, and I got to get rid of these lantern bugs. Okay, Patty, if you're watching this video, here are the pebbles that you suggested to put around my plants. So one of my subscribers, a sweet lady named Patty, suggested that I put pebbles around my vegetables that I was seeing squirrels messing with. So I put some on my onions. I'm going to put some on my tomato pots that he likes to dig in. And we're going to see. I know, Patty, you're saying, Renee, what took you so long to do it? Girl, I've been busy, but I got it done. So we're going to see if this works. I'm giving you all the praise and the glory, girl. All right, so let me get my stuff back because I need to tie up my tomatoes. Because remember I told you we had that storm and it knocked my tomato over. Why it's kind of overcast because the sun keeps coming in and out. So, all right. And I got to figure out how to get rid of them lantern bugs. Because I'm going to go around squishing all them bugs. So there's just too many of them bugs to be squishing. So, all right. Let me get back to work. All right, guys. So I've tied up all my tomatoes. And I've got some good fruit coming on my tomatoes there. And I think we can do a harvest, but let me show you my other tomatoes. I got some tomatoes coming there, and I took off the lower leaves to give it some airflow. And I have some tomatoes here, and I have some here. And I think we can do a harvest. Woohoo! Are you ready? I got my first squash, and I think it's big enough. Look at this. It's a nice size. We're just going to pull this one off. Because over here in my garden, child, you let anything stay on there too long, you're not going to be able to get anything. But my first harvest of my first squash. Yay! And I got a blackberry coming right here. See? Right there. So I'm going to get a bag later on today and put and cover up that fruit because I want to at least taste one. I've never tasted any of those thornless blackberries. So this side I've got all done. It's looking good. So now I'm going to venture over to the other squash plants and see if we can do any harvesting over there. All right, guys, so let's see if there's anything on our squash plants. Oh, and this is the bed that has my bell peppers and squash. So let me get a stick. So I'll move some of these leaves back. But let's see if there's anything to harvest over here. Let's see. Ooh, I see a squash in here, you guys. I think we'll be able to harvest this one too. But let me make sure ain't nothing else in here. Bees are pollinating. See the bell peppers right here? They're doing really good. So bell peppers and squash do go well together, see? And they're doing this one is mainly in a shady location. So I got some fruit there. So let me show you. I can put the stick here. Just stay there. All right, let me show you. See, I've got some fruit coming here. And I have some that's getting pollinated right here. And then this is the one that I'm going to take today. I don't know. Maybe I'll leave this one because bees are still in here working. So this one I'm trying to show you, but this leaves in the way. You see this squash right there? I think it's too small, but at least I got one. Let me put the leaves back so the critters don't see it. Because once they see food, and this is the bell peppers are doing good because I have flowers on the bell pepper. So for all you guys that were following me, wanted to know how this bed would do in the shade, it's doing fantastic, you guys. Fantastic. And then my sugar snap peas. Let's check them out. See how they're doing. I got some peas rocking here. Look at that. They're starting to come in. I need to put this in here so it will connect around here so it can get to the top. Yeah, stick that like that. Come on, baby, connect on. But yeah, I'll be harvesting some sugar snap peas too. They look really good and healthy. So, woohoo! All right, let's walk around and look at my other ones. The peas are coming, you guys. All right, let's go over here and look in this section over here. See if I got any. Oh, I got some squash over here. Let me show you. See if no one of them lantern flies are over here, because you know they love being over here. All right, let me check and make sure. See, I've got a lot of squash. I think I can take this one right here. You see this one right here that I'm pointing to? I think I can get that one. So let's go ahead and snag this one. So I think this one I can harvest. Look at this one, you guys. That's a nice one. Woohoo! And I have 1, 2, 3 more coming in on that one. Let's go over here and see about this bed. This one is doing good. Let me put this one down here. Make sure ain't nothing up in here. So these have some fruit in them, see? But they're not big enough yet. And the bees are doing what they're supposed to be doing. So I'll let those grow a little bit more. And see, and I've got fruit there. So it's coming in. And my tomatoes, these are my Roma tomatoes, and they're filling up with fruit. I think I got to tie up that one okra back there. So let me go this okra right here. I got 2 okras on there. You see them? So I'm going to tie this one up so I can stand it up straight. So let me get that done. All right, Allie. I got the crows over here. Quack. You hear them? Oh, hush up. Okay, let me show you these okra. I don't know if this is the jambalaya okra, but let me zoom in. See? And I think they're supposed to turn like a red color. So I've got 2 of them on there. These ones right here are still growing. And this one is real small. And then I got a little baby one like right there. So they're coming, but I'm more excited about this one. I got to see if they're hard or if they're soft. Let me see. They look like they're still kind of soft. So I don't know when you're supposed to pick those. So I'll give them another couple of days and then I'll pull them off. All right, you guys, I got one more place where we need to harvest 2 cherry tomatoes. Because I saw that when I was walking to the too much cherry tomatoes. I guess that's too close. Let me back y'all out so it doesn't look so big. All right. I had 2 cherry tomatoes over here. Let me see if I can get them, or did the birds already get them from me? So let's see. See these 2 right here? You guys see them? There's one here. And then there was one back here. There they are. 2 of my first cherry tomatoes. And these are, it just says cherry tomatoes. Okay, just say cherry tomatoes. And I'm still waiting for the ground cherry to drop. So I've got them on here, but I'm still waiting for them to drop so I can see if to see what they taste like. And this is in full sun because they said they like full sun. So that's what I got. All right, let's walk back over here. And my sage and my rosemary and my oregano are doing really well. Really good. So I'm very pleased. And look at my coleus. Now, if that's not a showstopper flower, I don't know. But a coleus will always be in these containers. And begonias, I found, do really well in the shade. Because look, you see how this looks? That's a begonia. And I'll come out here and do a tour when it's not so hot, child. Because it is roasting me like a peanut. You guys want to see what my face look like? Don't scream now when you see. Woo, look at your girl. Your girl is sweating. But I got my little 2 cherry tomatoes. Look, I'm so excited. And they're good and they're ripe. But I'm going to have this in my salad today. Yay! And look at my, you see this blue hydrangea? See, look at that. Isn't that beautiful, you guys? Look, I'll give you a close-up look of it. Now tell me that is not a stunner. Not a stunner right there. Got one there, and I have one down there. Beautiful. And then I have my daylily. I have my hosta, and look at that daylily. Isn't that daylily gorgeous? Look at that. Beautiful. And right next to that nasty camouflage plant. See, this is what I'm talking about when I said the flowers are beautiful. Look at that. Ants are all over them, but they're beautiful. Love them when they flower, but I don't like them when they become very evasive, because see, this is what they look like. See if I can back you guys out. See how they look when they spread out? It's a nice good ground cover. See all the way down there? They're gorgeous, but they're just a pain. All right, guys, let your girl get in because whew, I am so tired. And look at these hydrangeas. I'll show you the hydrangeas up close. Look at that. That's beautiful. And this is what the hydrangeas look like when they first open. See? Gorgeous. All right, Renee's garden. I'll give you like a little overview of what this garden is looking like. Need to do some weeding, but hey, in due time, y'all. In due time. So let me show you what our harvest was today. Our harvest was two squash, and two cherry tomatoes. I think that was a good little harvest today. All right, guys. Well, I'm going to end this video because I need to get in the house, take my shower, and I need to cool off. Woohoo! All right, Renee's garden. You keep doing what you're doing. Keep producing me some food, and I'll be very happy. All right, guys. Have a wonderful day. Have a blessed day. Make sure you stay hydrated and put a hat on your head, which I'm faulted I didn't. But and wear your boots and come out early in the morning when you need to do your watering, because if you don't, child, you'll burn up and your plants will too. All right, you guys. Okay, Mr. Crow up there in the trees. Don't be trying to upstage me on my video. This is Renee's garden. It's not the crow's garden. All right, guys. Love ya. Take care.